governor calls. It is something that Tennessee's lieutenant governor calls political correctness run amok. The University of Tennessee encouraging the use of what they're calling gender-neutral pronouns. Thanks so much for choosing News Channel 11 at 5 o'clock. I'm Josh Smith.
And I'm Sarah Diamond. Good evening. Controversial issues on some Tennessee college campuses this evening. A post on the University of Tennessee's website encourages people to ask each other what pronouns they would like to be called, and if they don't identify with he or she, to use pronouns like Z and Zers. Allie Hines found out what a top lawmaker is threatening to do and if our local university is going to follow UT's footsteps.
Guys, the post from UT's Office for Diversity and Inclusion says in the first weeks of classes, instead of calling roll, professors were asked to have students provide their name and pronouns they prefer. It also gives a list of gender-neutral pronouns like her, and Z, and their, which leaves one lawmaker threatening to put a stop to this in the next legislative session.
How far do you go with this political correctness stuff? This is absolutely amazing.
Lieutenant Governor Ramsey says he has talked with UT multiple times about this post.
Am I upset? Absolutely. This is just silliness that state taxpayer dollars are paying somebody to decide that people shouldn't be called he or she any longer.
The school insists the post isn't an official policy, only a suggestion.
But you know what? 15 minutes ago, it was still on their website.
The post says we should not assume someone's gender by their appearance, nor by what is listed on a roster. It says using gender-neutral pronouns alleviates a heavy burden for people expressing different genders or identities.
It's my understanding that this person in this diversity affairs department said we didn't want to offend anybody. Well, I'll be right up front. If I'm not called he, I'm offended.
Ramsey says if the school doesn't take it down, he is taking this to Nashville, possibly to try to do away with the department that created the post.
And it won't just be me. I'll be sure there are lots of people that are upset about this.
And in Johnson City, does East Tennessee State University plan to encourage gender-neutral pronouns?
That's not something that we've talked about.
The school says it is taking steps to affirm and include.
In the last couple of years, we have added over 30 gender-neutral restrooms across the campus. We have a gender-neutral changing area in our Center for Physical Activity.
He says the school is reviewing its policies
to make sure that we have an environment that's supportive and that's accommodating for our transgender population.
As for Ramsey, he says the line has to be drawn somewhere.
Well, everybody needs to be tolerant. Everybody needs to be kind to everyone else. But to change the rules of society, so to speak, so that you won't offend 2% of the people is absolutely ridiculous.
Allie Hines, News Channel 11, in your corner.
ETSU leaders say they are planning a residential housing floor for students interested in issues related to gender and gender identity for the coming school year. Students will be able to ask for a gender-neutral housing assignment within that